Hey guys, it's my second video. In my last video I said that today I would be doing a full day of eating, what I eat in a day, and I shot that yesterday and it would have been well over a 45-minute video. So I basically cut it down to one meal, down to lunch, which is a avocado chicken salad recipe that you can make. It's only my second video on YouTube. I hope you enjoy it. I'm still finding my voice on YouTube. And also gave you a little bit of an update on my first day back at the gym. Today, by the way, will be my second day. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Here's the next video. I hope you like it. If you do come across this video, again, brand new to YouTube, so I've got one subscriber so far, Irish Weight Demon. Thank you very much for commenting. Hopefully, you like what you see. Please like, subscribe, comment. That would be great. And I'm just going to cut out here and let you go with what I made for lunch yesterday and a couple of updates from the gym. Alright, see you later. Bye. Okay, lunchtime. What I'm going to make here is actually kind of a make-ahead meal. It's something that I pack for lunch to bring to work, and it's fairly easy, but it does take some prep ahead of time. It's an avocado chicken salad that I'll show you how to make and pack up for lunch, and this is what I eat quite a bit. Now I'm single, so the caveat is this is gonna last me probably all week. But I buy fresh chicken, or I freeze it, or I buy it and immediately freeze it. This chicken I just bought today, so this will last basically the week. Don't go any longer than that because chicken starts to get nasty. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is where the rubber hits the road, as they say, outside the gym, and I've just uploaded my first video and I'm about to start my workout. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you, because I've not been here in 6 months, and walking into the gym after a long absence, always a little bit awkward. It's going to be weird because I don't know what my legs can take, and I'm going to try for 20 minutes on the elliptical. I used to be able to do that easily, but we're going to see what happens here. And wish me luck. I will, if it's still light enough outside, I will probably record another video on my phone real quick to tell you how it went and what I did. All right, talk to you later. First, what we're going to do is go ahead and make the avocado cream or dip or sauce, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's what we're going to put the chicken in. What we have here, we start with an avocado, a lime, a little bit of cilantro here, garlic, Miracle Whip. Now, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, personally I prefer Miracle Whip over mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is always a tough call. Basically, I'm a believer that you need to watch your nutrition and your calories and nutrients and all that kind of thing, but you need to make it work. You need to make it something that you can live with and fit into your world in a controlled manner. Miracle Whip Light, it is lower in fat, but the trade-off is these light mayonnaises tend to be higher in sugar. Again, this isn't a bad thing, this isn't a diet killer for me, but it is something that you need to be aware of so that you can sort of make the proper choices in the context of your entire day and what you're taking in all day long. So we have the Miracle Whip Light, we have pepper, we have salt, and Greek yogurt. I like to use a food processor because it makes everything a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, start cutting it all up, putting it all in, and yeah, let's see how this goes. So let's go ahead and just start. Let's throw the cilantro in. Food processor makes working with garlic a lot easier. Personally, I don't like working with a garlic press. I never feel confident that I can get the garlic paper off. So, give me just a moment while I go ahead and peel this clove over the sink. Okay, garlic's peeled. I didn't make you sit through that. I edited probably a minute out. So just dump that in. Let's go ahead and get a knife, and we're going to slice up our lime. Generally, I only like to use half a lime for this. I think it's, I think too much lime taste can make it just not good. So you will notice that I'm not giving too many exact measurements on this part of it, largely because this isn't really a cooking show. It's just sort of showing you what I like to eat and how I like to make it. So let's go ahead and squeeze that lime in there. We're going to save the other half for something else. I don't know what yet. Maybe some salsa later, some homemade salsa. I make a really good salsa with tomatoes and onions, and again, I have more cilantro, and I can always pick up a jalapeno. So got the lime squeezed in. If I were really fancy, I would have used a squeezer, but your hands work. So yeah, so set that aside, and we're going to start adding other things. So we're going to add a tablespoon. We're going to add a tablespoon of Greek yogurt. Going to add a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And again, if mayonnaise is something you want in your life, it is better to measure it and to make sure that you're not overdoing it. Don't just use a spoon and scoop it in. Use an actual measurement so that you kind of count for it. Again, so much of dieting, if you're gonna track your calories, is going to be just management and tracking. So there's that. And then we're going to do a quarter teaspoon of salt, just to give it a little more flavor. Salt brings out the flavor and everything. Again, salt, I talked about salt this morning. I don't really have a sodium problem, and in fact I love salt, but not always conducive to a healthy lifestyle. So again, it's something that you really should control. Pepper. Pepper is actually, as far as I know, pretty good for you. I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not going to give you a rundown of everything it's got in it. And then finally, the avocado. Let's get the stem part off. Now, I bought this avocado a couple of days ago because, when you get them in the store, they're never quite soft enough. The downside is, of course, you get little brown spots, but it's okay. It's fine. It won't kill you. And then you take the avocado and you scoop the stuff inside out. Drop it in your food processor. Drop it in there. And there you go. That's what it looks like pre-blended. So let's make sure we got everything. We got the garlic, we got the lime, we got the cilantro, we got the avocado, we got the yogurt, we got the mayonnaise. So let's blend this stuff up. So pop the top on there. Plug it in. And you can't see her on camera, but my cat hates this thing and she is scared right now. And just get it started. It is often helpful to have a spatula around so that you can kind of scoop it in so that it all mixes evenly, so you don't have a big clump of unmixed something or other, whether it's garlic, cilantro, mayonnaise. You want it all blended together, smooth, creamy. You want it to be tasty. You don't necessarily need a food processor. I used to make this before I had the food processor. You don't really need to do this with the food processor, but the food processor does help. I used to do this without the food processor. I used to mince the garlic. I actually used to, at one point, I used to mix up the garlic and cilantro with a slap chop, as you may have seen on TV. This is a handy little device. I actually like it quite a bit for baking. It does a great job on nuts and that kind of thing. But now I have a food processor. I'm fancy. I'm firmly living in the early half of the 20th century, and it makes things better. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was rough. I was barely in there. I was in there maybe 30 minutes at the most. I got on the elliptical, and it's funny, you know, I mentioned in the last video that I had that ankle surgery, and it's funny because as a result of that surgery, I am now super strong on my left leg and super weak on my right. I was on the elliptical 5 minutes, and I got off, and my leg was shaking like you would not believe. You know, and then I went and I did leg press, leg curl and leg extensions, and I was basically done. My legs just could not take anymore and still have the power to walk me home. So yeah, day one of the gym, kind of a bust. I think the plan for tomorrow is to get out and go for a walk, and also come back here early in the morning and do another 5 minutes on the treadmill. Basically just get the legs active, you know, not a full workout, you know, because you do need recovery time, but I do need to get my legs used to being active. So that's what I'm going to do, is actually try to be on them more. You know, I used to say, you know, I told you that I lost 140 pounds before, and now I've put a lot of it back on. I used to say that what people didn't realize was that walking is a gift. There are plenty of people who can't do it, and those of us who can should take advantage of it and do it. So tomorrow we start tracking Fitbit stats, and I start wearing my Fitbit and going for walks. So yeah. I'm sure there's another part to this video. I don't want to do an entire video on my first return to the gym, but this is going to be it for now. So back to whatever the other Victor, the one in the future tomorrow, is doing. I will talk to you later. Bye. And now we're gonna put it all together. We got that. We got 2 pounds of boiled chicken here. Boiling chicken is pretty easy. It's just, you know, throw the chicken into a pan full of water, boil it for about 15 minutes or so. I like to, you know, cut it before I actually take it out of the water, so that I can be sure that it's finished. And you know, it's not something you can walk away from it for, like I said, around 10 or 15 minutes, but it's something that, you know, eventually you need to kind of watch, because otherwise, if you cook it too long, it'll get kind of dried out and gross. So yeah, watch for that. But yeah, I'm scooping the avocado mixture into the bowl, and then just stirring it together. Stirring it together like that, get it nice and mixed. It's all creamy, it's green. Green food is awesome. And then, now this will last you, I mean, it's 2 pounds of chicken. So realistically, you know, if your goal is to eat 4 to 6 ounces, you know, 2 pounds is about 32 ounces. You know, if you're going for 4 ounces, that's 8 servings. 4 ounces is not much, I mean, let's face it. But if you're going for about 6 ounces, that'll be about 5 servings, a little bit more than 5 servings. Like I said, this is for a lunch that I'm packing. So I like to buy the Rubbermaid lunch blocks. They're a nice little stackable set. You know, comes in little, and it's good for, you know, kind of portion control and that kind of thing. So basically take the second biggest container, fill it up, with your chicken salad. It looks really good. I'm looking forward to eating this. Fill that up. Put your lid on it. Get the other container. I'm going to get rid of all the peels and whatnot. Sprinkle that on there. and some feta cheese. And just about a tablespoon of this. You don't want to go too much, one, because it does have kind of a sharp, bitter taste, but also because it is a fat, and it's something that you need to be cognizant of and control your intake of. So you put that together. And then I have half a Roma tomato. I'm going to slice it up. If you know a better way to slice a Roma tomato, please let me know. But this is how I do it right now. Now, I put it into a separate container from the rest of the salad because if it's going to be sitting there in your lunch for a while, it could get kind of gross and you don't really want that. And then finally, this will not be part of the salad. This is something to have on the side. Pistachios. I'm a big pistachio fan, but just about, this is a 7-ounce package, and you want just about an ounce of these. Again, because nuts are great, but they are high in calories, so it is something to be aware of. And then there we have it, a nice heart-healthy meal. Fairly easy, not the easiest thing. Like I said, I put them in these lunch blocks because they fit really nicely into my lunch bag. And so yeah, that's going to be my lunch today.